Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, MAJ, and joined by the one, the only.
What's up, guys? CHB.
Okay, so it is CHB today, and so before we even get really far into the video, I just want to say thank you for our first video hitting 58 views. Okay, now that doesn't sound like a lot, but in one day, not even a complete day, it hit 58 views. Yeah, that's mind-blowing, especially it was about Madden, Madden 16, and possibly a 2K. So
Montana.
Oh my gosh, I keep saying Joe Madden. Oh my gosh. Okay, so today we had a sports Wednesday, but we decided to change it up because we didn't feel we didn't have anything really to talk about, and I really didn't want to talk about basketball, especially because we haven't been watching it lately. And my baseball season just ended, so I have free time on my hands to watch basketball. Okay, good? Good, Heath. So, basically what we're doing today is we're talking about the Madden 16 cover. Even though we were just talking about, yesterday, Joe Montana 16, which we probably all know, he's going to be on the cover. And maybe possibly 2K. But today we are back with Madden 16, guys. It's surprising, it really is. So, yeah, here we go. So, the four finalists are Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, and Patrick Peterson. Okay, really four outstanding players who really caught my attention this year. But
wait, I don't think it's Patrick Peterson.
It is.
I think it's another person. I think he's on the Buccaneers. I don't know, but
no, it's Patrick Peterson. I'm sure.
All right. Well, the main three are Rob Gronkowski, OBJ, and Antonio.
Okay. Anyway, so one thing I really feel could happen is, like, I feel those are good finalists, and they're good, but they didn't have a cover vote. They didn't have the 16 people, you know, and then go for, like, a tournament this year. Maybe because of a Joe Madden 16. Joe Montana 16, sorry. Or a 2K. Maybe that was a reason why, and my phone's about to die, so we gotta hurry up this video really fast. I'm gonna put my charger on it while I'm talking. Actually, CHB, take over. Because you basically know what we're talking about.
Right now, what he's gonna do is he's gonna go put his charger up. But what I'm gonna tell you guys right now is the reason we are talking about this is because they picked four finalists that are very good and would be a perfect, like, on the cover, because Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, and Patrick Peterson have had a good season. All teams made it to the playoffs, except for the Giants. Poor Giants. But anyways, ODB, for a rookie, was Rookie of the Year, had an amazing season, one spectacular catch that everybody thought was one of the best catches in football history. Patrick Peterson, on the hand, made it to the playoffs with the Cardinals, but eventually, I don't know. What was I gonna say?
They got beat. They got beat by the Carolina Panthers. Anyway, I'll take it over from here, CHB. But
no, bro, no, I'm gonna finish it.
Nah, I got this. I got this.
But anyways,
no, yo, bro, I got this.
And no, I got it.
No, hold on. Okay, you keep talking. Sorry.
Well, they are. So, anyways, now we're going to the Steelers, where we have Antonio Brown, awesome wide receiver, been around for a couple years. Not very many. He's young, starting good, fresh. Really good in receiving yards this year. Really good in passing yards, as in, like, receiving passing yards. But anyways, he's had a really good season with that. That's probably why they picked him, because he had a good season. They also made it to the playoffs, but eventually lost to the Ravens, which sucks because Steelers are my team. And yeah. And then, last but not least, we got Rob Gronkowski, a beast tight end for the New England Patriots. What's his number again? 87, my bad. And, yeah, he killed it this season. He won the Super Bowl. He just got another ring on his finger. And, yeah, so that's all really I got to tell you guys now. So.
Okay, so I kind of got the category of maybe, you know, when we talked about this before, maybe who else should have been in the finalist besides them. I'm going to start out with Patrick Peterson. He had a good impact season this year with the Cardinals did exceptionally well. But in my opinion, a quarterback, like, we just had Richard Sherman win 2015. Well, I feel Patrick Peterson didn't have that good of a season. And that much publicity, I should say, to win a cover. He's going to get a lot of votes, of course. He's a good player. But in my opinion, maybe someone else. I think someone else who really should have made it, and who could have took his spot, is Tom Brady. Did win the Super Bowl. He's kind of towards the end of his career, and maybe he's going to come out on top, and definitely should have been that. I think the person who should have been wasn't it Antonio Brown? He's coming in at number 3 for me. I know CHB is a fan of Antonio Brown and the Steelers, but in my opinion, he like I said with Patrick Peterson, he didn't have that much publicity at all, and that's gonna. This is my family all the time. Okay, they have no respect. They have respect for me. Just kidding. Anyway, so I feel Antonio Brown. And I'm glad he made it, and I'm glad everyone who did make it made it. But he didn't have too good of an impact season for me personally. To really show off his skills. I know he can have potential, definitely, but I feel he needs to improve his game. He's a young
argument. Okay, no. Antonio Brown had a good season this year, especially with receiving yards, as I just told you guys. Set spectacular catches this year, made it to the Pro Bowl this year, so I don't want to hear that junk. He should have got a nominee spot. And second off, he's one of the people with the most votes right now to be on the cover.
Heath, you also forgot Nick Foles made it. All them good players made it too, Heath.
Yeah, I know. ODB made it. I feel like Rob Gronkowski is great, but I feel like he should have been taken out because you could have had another.
Heath, I'm talking.
Oh, but hold on.
No, listen, I am in the middle of mine. Listen, this is an argument. I patiently waited 4 minutes on you talking, okay? Now you're going to wait 4 minutes for me, okay? So, number 3, Antonio Brown, definitely right there, in my opinion. He didn't make that big of an impact. And I think the person who...
I'm gone, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever he's saying, guys, that's his opinion. We all know that Antonio Brown did a better season than the Panthers.
I don't care, okay? I'm fine. I'm fine with that. At least my team made it past the first round. And we still did pretty bad that season.
Okay, first off, everybody, the freaking reason the Carolina Panthers won is because the Arizona didn't have Carson Palmer. They had the third-string quarterback who couldn't do shite because he was third-string. He sucked booty in the face.
So, you look at Ohio State. They went through all 3 of their quarterbacks and still won the national championship over Oregon. Get some. That's going to be next week's topic. Oregon and Ohio State, all the way. Anyway, so back to mine. Number 2 is going to have to be OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. In my opinion, he did great this season. He had a spectacular catch. We all know about that catch. If you haven't, just look up Odell Beckham Jr. videos, highlights. Beating world records, definitely great for him. He's an excellent player, but in my opinion, coming in at number 2, that was a good play, but I've seen better plays than that, and that's supposedly the best play ever. I know I've done better plays than that, and I'm not in the NFL. I don't get recognition for that. It was a good catch, but who else? Victor Cruz was hurt this season. I think he was hurt. I believe he was. And so he was the only one to throw to for Eli. So of course every play, every bad throw, and he's a good wide receiver, but spectacular catches are real, they come into hands as quarterbacks, oh, that was a great play. Not really. Eli Manning on that play, Odell Beckham Jr. made, that was a terrible throw from Eli Manning, okay? It was right there, I'm glad he caught it, I'm glad he scored a touchdown, but that was not a good throw. Period. If you know football, that was definitely not. I know as me as a football player, I'm a quarterback. I know from that experience that was not a good throw. If he really should have gotten it, he could have gotten it right there in the chest. You know, maybe he would have dropped that ball, and if not, if he would have gotten it in the chest, he was almost guaranteed a touchdown. You know, he did get a touchdown, but you know, I feel he made that good catch, and that's why he's going to come in number 2. But someone I feel maybe could take his spot. I really don't know. You know, I'm glad he made it into it.
He was a really good rookie, so he deserved a spot.
He deserved the spot, but if I were to have to say someone, I know I'm gonna have to kind of go off. You know, but I feel maybe somewhere on the Panthers. I'm sorry. I'm bringing up my favorite team. I know. But Luke Kuechly, he had an excellent season. He's made great tackles. He's been a fantastic player. Led the league in tackles 2 straight years in a row. Won the Rookie of the Year. Won Defensive Player of the Year last year. And he's just phenomenal. But you don't see him winning those. He's a great player. Thomas Davis, on the other hand, been through 3 ACL injuries. Had to have surgery on all 3 of them, and still comes back and has a great season. You know, I'm not saying just one season should do it. You know, I think it should be based on multiple seasons. That's why Odell Beckham Jr. maybe shouldn't have made it as much as some other people who have had experience, like Antonio Brown. He has some experience. I can understand why he made it though. Rob Gronkowski, I definitely looks like we lost Heath for just a second, but I'm going to keep talking. Rob Gronkowski, he did great this season. He did well in the Super Bowl, and I don't see why he wouldn't have made it in there. You know, he's done great off-field and on-field. He's a great tight end to play. That's why Tom Brady has definitely improved this year, because of him. And also think he did great off the field. You know, he's funny. He goes on talk shows, messes around. You know, has a good time. As some of these people who go out, I'm not saying partying is bad or anything. I like to go out and have a party, but you know, going out to parties, you know, getting drunk. You know, you're an athlete. You don't need to be getting into stuff like that, drugs, any of that. And I feel he's not going to in the future. I feel he's going to continue his success wherever he goes. If Tom Brady leaves, I think he's going to stay with them. I also think in the Patriots lineup, their backup quarterback, Jimmy, I don't know his last name, but he's a really good quarterback. I see him being the next Tom Brady. But we're just going to have to play it by ear, play it by what we see and everything we do. And so, what do you want to talk about, Heath, before this episode is done?
Before we skip this, what I really want to talk about is for Patrick Peterson, maybe I think 2 spots that should be open, or maybe we can take tight end Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski, like you said, played an amazing season, had an awesome job. But why don't they put Tom Brady in, the Super Bowl MVP, been around, one of the greatest late round picks in the NFL draft. He just won his 4th Super Bowl ring, and I mean, he should be on the Madden 16 cover.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but one person that I would really like to have on a cover for one Madden cover, beast defensive end, beast tight end. You know who I'm about to say right now, J.J. Watt.
Yes. Yes. I think, in my opinion, and I know you're going to disagree on this, but I think J.J. Watt definitely could have taken Antonio Brown's spot. But you got to think of this. In the first 5 weeks of football, J.J. Watt had more touchdowns than Antonio Brown. J.J. Watt led touchdowns by receiving. He got them from interceptions, of course, but still, I think that was a great job. But he did good this season. We're just going to have to see what he does in the future, but I definitely think he should have been in the vote, at least. And, yeah, I feel 2 spots really should have been changed from Patrick Peterson to Tom Brady, and then, of course, J.J. Watt. Definitely out there. And that's really, I think that's all we got today, guys. Sorry.
But hey, Matthew, I would change tight end Rob Gronkowski to J.J. Watt because why would you have 2 Super Bowl winners for nominees? I don't know why. I would just take.
Well, you gotta think it like this. Last season, when they did the tournaments, actually, Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly were all like, I know I'm using Panthers, but Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly almost made it to the championship together. So, it's fine. I guess it's fine if you have 2 people on the same team, but in my opinion, I think Rob Gronkowski earned that number 1 spot, in my opinion. And then number 3 and 4, Antonio Brown and Patrick Peterson should have been out. But that's just gonna be it for today. Don't forget to subscribe. So don't forget to represent my channel and CHB's channel. And have a nice day. Don't forget to comment down below and like. If we get to about, I hope we get to about a couple of video views. I hope we get a lot of views. But if we can get to about 10 or 15 likes on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated, guys. And I'll have to
guys, get on Madden 15 or Madden Mobile if you have it, and go vote for who you want on the Madden 16 cover.
And that's gonna be it for today. So thank you for watching, and peace out, dudes. Bye.
See you guys.